So you want your fingers nice and wide. Wrists, elbows, shoulders are in alignment. Press your toes into the floor. Now I want you to press down into your hands like you're trying to push a hole into the floor with your hands. Evenly distributed weight. Do the same thing with your toes, like you're trying to press your toes to dig a hole into the floor. Now, I want you to press, you're not moving, but with your weight, I want you to push your hands forward and push your feet back, like your hands and your feet are trying to push away from each other. Also pushing into the floor. Now, squeeze your quads tight, squeeze your butt, and tighten your abs. So do you have all that going on? Pressing into the floor through all four extremities, pressing your hands and your feet away from each other. Tight abs, tight quads, tight butt. Now round your shoulders a little bit. Round your shoulders a little bit. There you go. And let's just hold it here. Keep those abs tight. Feel the engagement in all of your muscles, from your fingertips up through your shoulders, down through your core muscles, and then all your lower body muscles. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and drop it down. Good, but you stayed up the whole time. Now, if you can't stay up the whole time, that's okay. Drop down if you need to. Let's go to our forearms. We're going to apply the same principles. It's a little bit different because your hands aren't into the floor. So let's come up into that plank again. Now I want you to press your elbows into the mat. Press your toes into the mat. Pull your elbows away from your feet. Your elbows and your feet are pulling away from each other. Squeeze your quads, squeeze your glutes, tighten your abs, and round your shoulders a little bit. Round those shoulders. Okay, everybody looks great. Let's just hold it here. Don't forget to breathe. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, you can make it. All right, drop it down. Good job. Let's roll on our backs. Very good. All right, let's do a few bridges. Now I want your feet on the floor. I want you to press through your heels and lift up through your hips. Lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower. Keep those abs tight. Squeeze your butt. Squeeze, squeeze. I want you to drive through your heels. You should be able to wiggle your toes around. Squeeze and lift. Squeeze and lift. Squeeze and lift. Let's do 4 more of these. 4, 3, 2. Now I want you to hold this up. Hold it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Now start to pulse. Pulse. Just a little pulse up. It's a little movement. Squeeze your butt. Squeeze. Squeeze. Driving through the heels. Squeeze. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Lift. Lift. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Hold it up. Hold it up. Lift your hips as high as you can, squeezing those glutes as tight as you can. Hold it. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring it down. Okay. We're going to bridge up, adding inner and outer thighs. We'll do it slow first. Up, out, in, down. Up, out, in, down. Up, out, in, down. Up, out, in, down. So when you come up, you're squeezing those glutes, holding them tight As you open your legs, squeeze the outer thighs. As you close your legs, squeeze the inner thighs. Up, out, in, down. Up, out, in, down. Really concentrate on what you're doing. Think about each muscle as we work it. Glutes, outer thighs, inner thighs. We're going to speed this up. Not yet. Give me one more. Okay, now pause here. Get ready. Here we go. Up, out, in, down. Up, out, in, down. Up, out, in, down. Lift your hips as high as you can. Up, out, in, down. Up, out, in, down. 4, 3, 2. All right, bring it down. Now put your hands behind your head. Lower back is pressed tightly into the floor. You can't slide your hand under your back. I want you to let your head rest in your hands. Pretend it's a bowling ball and it's just falling into your hands. It feels heavy in your hands. And then start lifting your upper body with the abdominal muscles. Don't let that head pull forward, that you're feeling strain in your neck. You want to keep that feeling of the heavy head back in your hands. As you lift, you want those abdominal muscles to be doing the work. That's what's lifting your upper body up off the floor. Keep that lower back pressed into the mat and exhale as you crunch up. Exhale. Exhale. 4 more like this. 4, 3, 2. Now let's pulse it up. Again, making sure that head is still heavy in your hands. Using the abdominal muscles. Lift, lift, squeeze. Don't hold your breath. Breathe. Keep going. Make sure you're breathing. Let's do 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now bring it down. You take your hands out from behind your head and put your legs up in the air. If you want to, put your hands right under the base of your glutes. And you're going to squeeze the abdominal muscles and lift the butt up off the floor like this. Squeeze and lift. Squeeze and lift. Exhale as your legs lift up into the air. Squeeze and lift. Squeeze and lift. Use the abs to lift your glutes. And you don't want to swing your legs forward. You don't want your legs using momentum and swinging towards your head like this. You want those legs, those feet reaching for the ceiling. Make sure you're breathing. Don't hold your breath. Now keep doing this, but when you come up, I want you to twist to one side. And then when you come up the next time, twist to the other side so that we can hit the obliques. Lift and twist. Lift and twist. Lift and twist. Lift and twist. Keep going. Let's do 8 more of these. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and bring your legs down. A few more crunches before we end the song. Lower back pressed into the mat. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Give me 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Now let's do a quick pulse. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Keep going. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring it down. Legs out straight, arms overhead. Full body stretch, reaching in both directions, reaching through your fingers, pointing through your toes. Inhale, exhale the arms around, down to your sides. Draw your knees into your chest. Release that lower back. Circle your feet around, loosening up your ankles. Circle in both directions. Put your feet down on the floor. Put your arms out to the side. Let your knees fall to one side and turn your head in the opposite direction. Bring those knees up. Let them fall to the other side and turn your head in the opposite direction, keeping your shoulders on the floor. Bring your knees up. Extend your legs up in the air. You can hold your legs up with your hands. Point your toes, flex your feet. Point your toes, flex your feet. Point hard and flex hard. Now let's hold the flex, hold it. If you can, reach up and grab your toes and pull them down. If you can't reach your toes, that's fine. If you can't reach your toes, I want you reaching towards them and flexing your toes towards your fingers. And let's release it. Let's roll over into child's pose. So your toes are together and your knees are wide. Your hands are reaching overhead and you're pressing your hips back towards the opposite wall. So walk those fingers forward as far as you can. You want to feel the stretch under your arms, through the shoulders, through the upper back. Pressing your chest towards the floor, feeling the stretch in your biceps and triceps. Now release it, come up on all fours. Your wrists, shoulders, and elbows are all in alignment. Your knees are about hip distance apart. I want you to round your back and tuck your head. Arch your back, look up at the ceiling. Round and tuck. Arch and look up. One more, round and tuck. Arch and look up. Now release, have a seat. Legs out straight. Inhale up. Exhale forward. Reach for your toes, your ankles, your shins or your knees. Stretching your shoulders and your hamstrings. Inhale up. Exhale around. Put your hands on the floor a little bit behind you. Look up at the ceiling. Pull the shoulders back, chest out. And release. Bring your feet up. I want you to sit in a comfortable position here. I don't want you squishing your belly. Just sit wherever your legs are that's comfortable. That's where I want you to stop. Hug your knees and bring your forehead towards your knees. Again, don't force anything. I want you to be comfortable in this position. So your back is round from your tailbone to your neck. Your shoulders are round from shoulder to shoulder. You are just relaxed wherever your head naturally falls. And let's take a few breaths here. And release your legs. Let's slowly come to our feet. Rolling your back up, nice and slow, one vertebrae at a time. When you reach standing position, your chin comes up, your shoulders roll back and down. Let's take a deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Thanks, guys.